All right, I had somebody ask me how to, if you're just replacing the LCD, how you get to that. And so I got after it a little bit and I had some luck and I thought I would share what I found. And I just realized I need my tools, so I'll be, all right. I'm not exactly sure what we'll need yet. So this is what I tried is I started working on the edges and stuff. And the main reason that I didn't go for just a direct screen replacement was because those dents were so deep on the top, and the hinge, I don't know, this thing is just in really rough shape. So what I did was I got a pry tool of sorts, and I was able to bend the corner a little bit and then push the pry tool in and just pry it straight up. And then this gives you access to, like there's, you know what would also work is like a credit card would also work for this. So let's see. There is a little strip of tape in here as well. You can kind of see. I would try to keep that intact as best you can. Open these hinges. Oh, now that's an interesting little spot. Oh, it's just the same thing. Even at the hinges, it's just glued all along here. Or double-sided tape. And you may want to have some sticky tape available for when you're reapplying this. So once you get your frame off, set that aside. And then there's a tab for this over here. Look at that. So down at this very bottom corner, you can see a little tab of the adhesive right there. And I'll see if I can grab it with my tweezers on camera. This little tab, if you grab that with your fingers and you begin to gently pull, it's gonna do its best to stay together. And you could probably put a little pressure down on the bottom to encourage it up. Ouch. There you go. It's gonna slap me. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's okay. So you can kind of see where I am. It only felt like a rubber band. It wasn't that bad. Then at least from that side, I got most of it. Oh, okay. Another note, it's down here towards the hinge. It does have a little ribbon cable. I wonder if I can get better light on that. Oh, the ribbon cable is already disconnected here. That tape, what's holding it on, is to secure it to the back of the display. So that ribbon cable sits in here. I'll show you. Also, as a side note, on that tape, try and pull it straight down the entire way, because when I got it pulled over to the side, the edge of the panel actually cut it. So here's the back of the display. This ribbon cable here was plugged into this guy at some point. So that's gonna be the thing, excuse me, this one was plugged into this area here. And then it was taped on to keep it in place. And that's some strong tape. So that's kind of what you're dealing with. That's basically the whole process. The new one, you would drop in. I would hope that they had given you new adhesive. I have metal in my finger. I have metal in my finger and it hurts so bad I'm gonna pass out. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. I would recommend buying a LCD replacement that has the tape stuff included, so you're not trying to like reuse this or something, because that's too thick, right? If you did have to do something like that, you'd have to just use like double-sided sticky tape, something along those lines. And luckily, there isn't too much to be fooling around with plugging in, unplugging stuff. You've just really got this one ribbon cable. This one goes to the computer, and this one goes to the back of the LCD once again. It goes here because it sits this way. So that's the touchscreen 15-inch HP Pavilion. All of this stuff, the model will be in the description below. I didn't think that this was going to take as much time as it did in terms of filming the video, but oh, you know what's funny is you don't need to take those screws out at all. This is just adhesive in there. There's no need for these to come out. So I'm just putting them back so I don't lose them. The other idea is, you know, while you're doing this, the nice part is you don't have to be super gentle with your screen, because it's probably already broken if you're watching this video. But that's what we've got. That's sort of the other approach that you could take to this, and it looks like, you know, I could probably order one of those LCDs and put it in here and have a replacement one for someone else to use. And I might post something like that on eBay. But that's it for me. I didn't decide to go that route because I wanted a little quicker drop-in. You've also got hinge assembly here. If you've got a loose hinge, this is important. If you've got a loose hinge and it's wobbling or something, this is going to be your adjustment. You can adjust that with whatever size that is. I'm pretty sure yeah, it's too big for the kit. It's just too big for the kit I've got here, and that's a 5. So, really small socket or a little bit bigger toolkit would probably get the job done. So, also, if you've got any questions, comment below. You know, if you could subscribe, that would be huge for me. It really helps. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and we've got a big old hill in front of us to get to that point. So, yeah, also, if you need any tech reviews done, you just let me know. And if I've got them, I'll do a review on them. And these hinge assembly things come out. That looks like it's loose because we've already opened it up. Now I'm just discovering the anatomy of this thing. This is a ribbon cable up to the camera. And it looks like, I can't tell if it plugs in there or not. And I'm probably not gonna mess with it, but that's nice. So like I said, if you got any questions or anything like that, feel free to let me know, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And then you should be able to start working on, he's right. I'm using a Phillips 1. Yeah, that seems to fit. So I haven't done this before. We're gonna find out how many screws it takes. Normally I start in this upper left to, oops, my upper left. And then just lay the screws out. I just see those two for now. And I'm gonna see if I can just pry it up a bit. The nice thing is if I snap anything, you'll be able to see it, and so you'll know for when you do it. And I have a feeling it's just got bits of sticky tape down either side. That's exactly what it is. So there's a couple ways that you could do this. I have a feeling, yeah, I'm putting a bit too much pressure on here, and I've bent this corner a bit. But let's see if I can get in here. I'll at least show you what you're working with. You might be able to get a pry bar tool, such as this, in behind, to cut at some of that glue that's in there. And then once you've got this part here, you would want to just kind of work it along. This screen that you take out, I don't know if there's any way to save it, because these things are, the tape is so strong on these. So I've, oops. Taking a little different approach. I'm gonna see if it cracks on this side. But basically, if you take your deal and you work it into the glue and stuff that's over there. Just cut your way down. The other way you could do this is with like a heat gun or something that eats this adhesive stuff. This is taking a fair bit of pressure though. See, that glue is what you're contending with. If you can get it as far as I've gotten it here, should be able to slowly work that off the edges. I want to say this stuff is designed so you can just pull it from one end and bring the whole thing up. I'm going to see if that's true. This stuff is so gummy, holy cow. Can't quite reach it. I'm gonna grab some tweezers and see if these have any luck. Oh. Okay. Finally got a hold of it with my hand. Yeah, there it goes. So once you get a little bit of that, this is an old Apple trick. So I just pulled this piece of sort of plastic adhesive from the top along the whole side. So this side is still pretty much attached. And if I can, I would get some tweezers in there. Ow. You know what? I almost have a feeling that